Hey guys, I'm Jen Palco. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about sleep and ways that you can easily fall asleep faster. Sleep is a big issue for a lot of people, whether from straight out insomnia to waking up in the middle of the night to our brain just constantly going on overdrive and not being able to fall asleep. We're thinking all the time, or we can't get comfortable and it prevents us from getting to bed at a time we want to get to bed and getting enough sleep for ourselves. So what are some ways that you can help yourself fall asleep quicker? So we're going to give you 7 hacks for falling asleep faster. The first one is to wear socks to bed. I know for a lot of people this is really weird because they feel very constricted wearing socks to bed. But in essence, keeping your feet warm will make you fall asleep faster. And this is because at night, our core body temperature drops. So during the day when we're awake, moving about, we relatively stay at around 98.6 for our core body temperature. It fluctuates a little bit, but we relatively stay around this area. At night, our body temperature actually falls, okay? And I think it's about 4 a.m. is like the lowest point. So by wearing socks to bed or keeping our feet warm, it actually creates our blood vessels to dilate, and it sends a signal to the brain to release melatonin production and keep our body A, at a warmer temperature so we're more comfortable, and B, it signals to the brain to fall asleep, that it's time for sleep and to produce melatonin. Okay, so keep the feet warm, whether it's wearing socks or another method, your choice. Number 2, the second hack for falling asleep quicker is to, and this isn't necessarily for falling asleep faster, but it's for just in general better sleep. And this is to pay attention to what times you are going to bed and getting up and keeping those relatively the same every single day. Days that you work and days that you're off. So you don't want to throw your body's circadian rhythm off too much when it comes to sleep, because your body is producing melatonin at a particular time each night and it gets used to the routine. So if you're constantly throwing it off every weekend and you're going to bed like 3 or 4 hours later, then this is going to disrupt your cycle, your natural sleep cycle, and it's going to make it harder to fall asleep during the week, and over time this can actually lead to a chronic insomnia for yourself. So keep track for yourself what times you're going to bed and getting up, and this will help. Okay, number 3, the third hack to falling asleep quicker is to power down the electronics about 2 hours before you go to sleep. All right, so TV, iPad, iPhone, anything that is emitting this blue light, okay, which is actually stimulating for the brain, and it actually disrupts your body's melatonin production. So if you power down the electronics, or you put the phone away, or you limit your TV watching time or computer time at night before you go to sleep and instead read a book, then this will help you fall asleep because your brain is not so alert, it's not so stimulated. Even some people will keep the TV on while they fall asleep because it helps them, they claim. This is actually still getting into your brain, your subconscious, and it's still stimulating your brain even though you feel like you're asleep. So you're not paying attention to the TV, right, on a conscious level. But realize that you're still emitting, it's still emitting those frequencies into your brain, and it's still stimulating your brain. So if you have the TV on while you're sleeping, really see if you can try to break that habit, because it's still disrupting your sleep cycle, and you may notice that you're getting up throughout the night. Okay, so that's the third thing, power down the electronics. Number 4, if you must watch TV or if you must go on the computer or the iPad before bed, then my suggestion is to get a pair of these guys, which are called blue light blocking glasses. So you can get these online very, very easily. They're relatively cheap. Some are more expensive than others. This brand here is a brand called Filtered, Filter''D. I definitely recommend them. I think they're like 20, 30 bucks. So really not much. And what these guys do is they help block the blue light when you're watching TV or you're on your computer. So even I use these guys at night when I'm watching TV, or I use them during the day too, because what they do is they help prevent the eye strain from staring at a computer. So if I'm on my computer for a long time, or even now when I'm on my phone, I wear these all the time, and they help just not disrupt my body's natural sleep-wake cycle, and I don't get like, I used to get tension headaches, or I would feel very fatigued when I'm using like electronics. So these help prevent that. So I definitely recommend a pair of blue light blocking glasses. You know, like I said, you can get them online, stuff like that. So very, very helpful. The fifth hack for getting to sleep faster is listening to something called Delta sleep music. So this, again, you can find online, or you can find like on YouTube, or you can buy an MP3. This is basically a recording of different frequencies. So our bodies throughout the day have certain brainwave frequencies that we go through. So you have the beta, alpha, theta, and delta states. All right, beta is the brain waves are moving at a higher level, all right, and that is your very alert, awake state. Whereas alpha, it's more like daydream state. You're a little less alert, but you're still pretty alert, okay? But it could be like a light meditative state. Then you have your theta, which is more like a trance state. So you're getting into more of a relaxation mode where the brain waves actually slow down in this state. And then you have your delta state, which is your very deep sleep state. So theta is like when you're falling asleep, and then delta is when you are in that very deep REM sleep. So you can actually play these recordings, you know, at night with headphones on, or you can play them in the background. And these can help you not only fall asleep, but stay asleep, because what it does, it shuts down your brain and goes into a slower mode, okay, where the brain waves are going into a slower mode, and essentially helps you sleep. All right, number 6, read something boring. Read something boring. Sometimes reading a book, it can make you sleepy, but sometimes it's not enough. You need to enhance the process, because sometimes we can like a book so much that we end up staying up later than we want because we're very interested in the material. So if you read something boring, like maybe before you go to bed, try to read like some really like high-tech like jargon book, or something like educational that has a lot of big words and a lot of intelligent things, like stuff that makes you think, like a book on science or physics, or something that makes you really think, where it almost like really tires your brain out. It's almost like if you've ever studied in school and you're not into it, and you're falling asleep reading the material because it's just like you can't concentrate. So it's kind of the same thing. So read something boring, or read something very sciencey or scientific, or something that you're really not into, that's going to make your brain actually tired and fall asleep. All right, so that's number 6. Number 7, okay, the 7th hack for falling asleep quicker are a couple acupressure points that you can use on yourself. Okay, one is called Heart 7. Okay, this is also known as Shen Men in traditional Chinese medicine. And this guy is on your wrist, on both sides, it's bilateral. So it's on your wrist. If you go below you have your pisiform bone, whatever it's called, right here. And kind of you slide down, and the depression right under your wrist here, okay, is Heart 7. So you can just massage this general area, and this point is good for sleep, okay, insomnia, relaxation. So you can massage this guy here. Another point is something called pericardium 6, and this one is in the middle center of your wrist, right here, about 2 to 3 inches. You can do this general area here, and you can massage this. This is a great point for anxiety. So if it's before bed and you are feeling very anxious or your brain keeps going, then try massaging this point and then your Shen Men Heart 7 point and see if that helps. You can rub each point by both sides, 30 seconds each, see if it helps. The other thing, you can rub your ears. So just like the top of your ears right in here. This is also called Shen Men, so you can try rubbing your ears. You can try rubbing the bottom of your feet, kind of the balls of your feet. This is known as Kidney 1. This is another point that just helps ground the body. Okay, so that it can be very good for sleep. The other thing, that it's not necessarily an acupuncture point or acupressure point, but I use it actually to help me fall asleep, and it really helps me concentrate. So what I do is I'll just feel my pulse. Like when I'm in bed and I'm trying to fall asleep, I'll just put my hands on my pulse and try to feel my heartbeat. And what this allows me to do, this allows me to just really concentrate on and focus on feeling my heartbeat. Okay, I don't know why, but it helps me fall asleep. I've noticed it really helps me relax. So you can try this, just feeling your pulse, and what that does, it kind of gets your brain out of overthinking mode on everything else and allows you to bring your attention and concentration onto your heartbeat or inside your body more. So you can try that out as well and see if it helps you out. So those are 7 sleep hacks that you can try out for yourself to help you fall asleep quicker, help you stay asleep, and I hope they help you. I really hope they help you. So they're very simple to use, and that's about it. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. If you haven't subscribed to my channel below, please subscribe. I put out a video every single morning on about all kinds of cool stuff. And other than that, I will see you guys on the next one.